Hello and welcome back. I'm that James guy, and this is the Russian Empire. It's a shame it's still in red, but we're getting there. We've got the Imperial flag, we've got a Romanov on the throne, and now for our next focus. As these are only 35 days, I think we'll get these out of the way first, both of these, and then work out where we're going with that. I do want to get... Actually, I think I want to get both of these out the way, but the political power will come in very handy, and the authoritarianism. So we will get both of these done, and then we'll do the other bit. Now, we were also dealing with Spain. Oh, bit interesting situation going on there with the old FPS. So, annoyingly, this isn't cut off, actually. So we will rejig this ever so slightly. You can stop that attack as there. Do is we will hit that one. Support. File. And with our 150 political powers, grab the Captain of Industry, Voznesensky. And we'll hit this Plains province afterwards. Another tonk. Letting the other Spanish people fill in the gaps while we wait. Really good because these guys are all like turbo veterans, which is very nice indeed. The sound in Hearts of Iron is so... That's not so good. Oh, there's a Spanish person coming in to save the day. I'd like to see. Just in time as well. Saved by the bell. I think I will just tweak the sound settings ever so slightly. Dip the master volumes. Once we take this tile, we'll swing in here. Okay, we've adopted the Soviet practices. We will purge the split faction now. Get the authoritarian up and running. Get that political power into the bank. See where we're at. 7, 98, 99, 100. Both tanks can hit that tile. You need to pin that. Get there very quickly. That and help with that. That battle appears to be going rather poorly. Briquette, we have like no attack. Is that a... Oh, it's one of those. Rather irritating. Swing you up there. What we'll do to get round that is just put on very quickly single thing there. Order him to do that. Grab the staff office plan. Give them some planning bonus. It will take probably 2 days or so. One more. 3 days, 4 days. That will do fine, and then we'll order the go. That'll give them at least one attack. And we ought to tell the planes to operate over that place there so that we get the close air support. Because they will do considerably more damage than the other dudes. So we're still not winning that battle, irritatingly. It will cut off a large amount of troops once we do win it. Oh dear, we've been cut off. Oh my. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We should have enough supplies for a little while. What we need is for the AI to press the right button and make that a thing. So these are still 35 days. Decreased duration of opposition officers purged. I don't remember even getting that spirit. Oh, that's quite bad, actually. You ought to probably do that. I'm not sure that political advisor is very good. Requires both of the following. let's integrate the White Exiles. That takes 100 days off the officer thing. The officer problem. Yeah, we'll do that. Probably also part of the reason these guys are struggling here. Come on, someone deal with the weather over there, please. Otherwise, this is going to be a concern. Out of that tile. Right, we now want to stop doing all this navy stuff that we've got underway. Start doing actual research that we want to do. What I think we may end up doing here is, hopefully they'll leave that tile empty and we swing on out. If we can get to Burgos, we'll reopen a supply line for these dudes. Glass is not working. Right, cancel that. You need to break over there. Nope. Clearly not. We've got a bit of a problem here with these divisions. I think we've gone and got them killed. Well, let's worry about the political spirits for now. The industrial concern we want is probably Factory 232. Wait a little bit longer. Our units are drifting between these two here. Pop another last stand. I think we're going to lose 3 tank divisions, which is very, very bad. Right, let's go deal with mass immunizations. This is just atrociously bad luck. Slash derpy play from me. You go into there, you might be able to swing that battle. We need to be able to move up this way. Where's the rest of these divisions? They're all still there. Win that battle. Come on, Moto Streltskovia. Yep, they're gone. I'm sorry, man. We tried, but we failed. That is bad, bad, bad. Not good at all. Well, I guess we're adding 3 onto that. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Yes, Moto Strelkovia is all that remains of the glorious push. Spain. We're going to retreat him back. For all that effort we went through, we only just concentrate them on southern Iberia, because there's lots of battles going on here. He's out of equipment. It is not going well at all. Guns and everything's a problem. Right. So, how's the Navy coming along? Awesome. Submarines are almost done. We ought probably tell the Navy to run some sort of training. I know we've got plenty of fuel. May burn actually our fuel, but it nope. Oh, maybe. Still got 1 year. That's okay. What we'll do to resolve that is we will pick up fuel thing as one of our next few techs. We don't want Katyusha. We do probably want the ship designer though. And we probably want the battle fleet designer. Do we? 25% cheaper ships, but everything is so close range. We do not want that. That buffs up our screens quite a lot, but no. I think we want the battle fleet designer. Makes our sub detection quite bad, but that should be fine. We're not actually going to be dealing with convoys, so... I know we've kind of wasted that because the designer won't have impacted these, but oh well. Right, we're going to want some new cruisers for overseas work. That's 1936 Cruiser A, okay. Whack on the secondaries, whack on the cruiser armor, whack on the engine. Don't have radar yet, okay. We don't have a fire control yet, okay. Whack on the anti-air. These are light cruisers, so whack on the light cruiser battery. That is better, isn't it? 0.5, yeah, much better. Over here, again, we'll whack on another light cruiser battery. And probably just fill these up with guns, to be honest. We'll whack in an anti-air, because this is primarily what they're going to be useful for, is providing AA screens and other bits and bobs. Historical light cruisers. And we're going to call it the Fleet Cruiser 1. 39 to do that. Okay, that's going to take a while. Should have really thought about that as we were going, but that is the design that we're going to be using. Something along those lines anyway. So annoyed by the volunteer situation. Really annoying. Wonder if we can break through here and cut off these dudes. So the Republicans are really struggling now. Not looking good. Not looking good in Spain at all. Especially after that balls up. I guess I could send more tank divisions. And we do have plenty. They're all fairly short though. We want to do that? We're like 1,000 light tanks short. God, that's bad. 900 days away from fixing it. We were gonna need more people dealing with that. Ammunition. And the other research slot, it's 1938. Radar's probably something we're gonna want to work towards. We're gonna want to put those on the cruisers. Now we've got the mass immunizations done. We're gonna get rid of the low literacy rate, so we can research things a bit faster. And then that deals with everything other than civil unrest and the opposition officers being purged. I don't think anything else deals with that, really. There's another research slot there. I guess we ought to deal with these just to help a bit, I guess. Imperial Legacy. Gives us justified war goal time and various other bits. And then we can start working on probably Finland first? Or do we want to deal with the Mongols first and get Mongolia and Tanatuva? Mongolia... Mongolia is no longer our puppet because they are communist. As is Tanatuva. That's interesting. So in which case we're going to want to deal with that. Quite a lot of territory, isn't it? And we do have cores on, at least on Tanatuva. Go ahead, Czechoslovakia. Soviets agreed. Are not Soviet anymore. Alright, aircraft designer. The range focus bureau is probably quite good, actually. Gives us more range on our fighters and our medium bombers, but MiG, yeah, we're going to go with MiG. Can we... Oh, we can actually go up to partial mobilization. That could be a good idea. Yeah, let's do that so that we can get more factories producing... More factories producing... More factories. Factoryception. 1938. We do want to deal with that. Also want to deal with this. Get that 2 years ahead of time. Pop that button. God, this has gone well. Gone really badly, hasn't it? The while we had a strong start, we've now got a bit of an issue. think we may just pull back the... Get the truck out of there. For RP reasons, we're going to say that, like, the, the army in Spain had problems during the transition to Imperium, and that's led to massed problems. Right, let's go get... So, Orthodox Resurgence gives us a political advisor. Probably is worth having. He's a better version of Boris Smilovsky. But we're not going to be able to pop him for a while. Let's grab Autonomy for the Masses. And with this research slot, we're going to grab the anti-air upgrade ahead of time, so we can put it on those cruisers we're designing. And we're fairly close to getting the radar as well, aren't we? That's gone fairly well. France and Britain make an alliance. Yeah, the Republicans are just out of troops. There's not a great deal we can do about that, to be honest. Right, you do that. We're going to drop you down as well. More factories on guns, please. And potentially tanks, please. Potentially that, please. That's all fine. Now got enough army XP to be able to grab pocket. Makes sense given the crisis that occurred. This motorized division's just been doing like a tour of bloody Spain. Not actually achieved anything, he's just been driving around at this point. But he's really struggling with equipment. There's a place we can cut them off. I mean, he's fighting his last here, probably. Don't see this working out. Like, the nationalists have properly done a number on us very suddenly. All those divisions we lost, over. And it wasn't just my divisions that was the problem. The problem was the grab fuel refining. So all dockyards also on that. And one thing we did forget to say to do was automatic split off, please. Automatic split off, please. Check. No. We will also put admirals on eventually. We're getting there. The anti-air upgrade, which means we've also got the radar on tomorrow. Our control system. Before we lay them down, anyway. Right, let's do that boat design. Now we've got the radar. Light cruiser, 36 hull. What does it do if you do auto? God, that's just not nice at all. Cruiser armor 2. Secondary battery. Cruiser engine. We just got radar, so I don't know what your problem is. Rapid fire guns, light cruiser battery. Rapid fire guns, light cruiser battery. You want to be AA2. AA2. Put a rear gun on as well, light cruiser battery. I mean, that gives it a fair whack of attack, all the rest of it. Historical light cruisers. Going to be the... Gonna lay a couple of those down, maybe 4. Put those in the Pacific Surface Action Group. There we go. So what do we have over here? We have Pacific Surface Action Group, and then a bunch of ships out and doing repairs, but the Pacific Surface Action Group is just like 2 crappy destroyers. But that's fine, because we're basically building that fleet up from scratch, so it will be fine. They're going to need a capital ship as well, which is probably going to be a battlecruiser. I'm going to grab the 36 carrier hull. We ought to be worrying about planes as well. Let's grab the SP2M. Not 1940 yet, so there's still some maneuver with that front. There's no way we're going to... I guess if you go up here, we might be able to wipe these troops. At the very least, that will free up some divisions in the center. I guess the aim of the game here is going to be to try and wipe as many divisions as we can. Try and cut things off. Though Madrid has fallen, I mean, when Valencia falls, we will capitulate, so... Well, we won't, but these guys will. Can't even defend these battles sometimes. Well, there goes Spain. Will disappear. Perfect. Unassigned. No one's unassigned. That's fine then. Right. Where does that leave us? Leaves us completely lacking tanks, completely lacking guns, though the guns problem is resolving fairly quickly now. Factories are going very quick. Economy for the masses, Imperial Legacy next, I would have thought. Shame we don't change colour. And then Tanatuva and Mongolia will be aim of the game, I think, first. Go the volunteer for turn. Guys can go and join the mech army. Once Tanatuva and Mongolia fall, that increases our border in here. Also, it's a fair bit of manpower, I guess, especially if they're core territories. Other Spain. Then after that will be Finland. Then we've also got the Karelian question and Poland and Bessarabia. Now, I guess, I wonder if the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact will fire. Because if it does that give us cause on Poland? That's just claims on Poland, which is fine, I guess. Oh, Krilovich has passed. Or something. We've got a new dude in charge, Vladimir Krilovich. Doesn't seem so bad, does he? Oh, balls. God, you need the fire control. Why don't we have radar? I'm sure we reset. Oh, you can't get that until 1938. Okay. Save that. We will in a couple of days. So we'll put the A1 in production. We'll produce one of those as the prototype. And then we'll produce the rest with radar. Or we might just refit the radar in. Something like that anyway. So, have a look. Nothing here that we want. Need to protesters' demands. Removes civil unrest. I guess we ought to do that, actually. Civil unrest is annoying. Let's get rid of the civil unrest. Ah, one of the armies is showing up. Congratulations, friends. You are the Army Romania. That border and... Yep. Perfect. Don't quite know where these guys are. Oh, there you go. Oh, they're the Finland Army. It takes some time for lots of these. Mostly equipment, that's the problem. And mostly it's guns as well. So, I wonder, can we afford to put in... we don't have the support to do that yet. Right, there's the fleet carrier design. So we're actually pretty much there on naval tech now. That's good. We're pretty much there on plane tech. We've just got the dive bomber to worry about, which we probably will do at some point. we ought to do this. I think we're going to go operational integrity purely because we're going to be working a lot in Asia and a lot over America. Fairly long distances. So we'll spend some points on that. Czechoslovakia. We're gonna, you know what, we're gonna drop that down to 4, just so that we have some naval dockyards doing other. Right, rule over the Mongols. Gives us war goals and a claim. Yes, please. Eastern Army. Go. Marshal. That army can go over here. We probably don't even need to worry about tanks, do we? Tanatuva first. We'll just wreck Tanatuva and then worry about the other one. We kind of want the mass assault. Oh, can't get him until positive thingy. Oh, we have a close air support proponent. And Grand Fleet, which is probably what we're going to be doing. Guess we'll get Astrov. Of course, the moment we do that. Right, go back over there. The moment we move away, Han runs in. 26 days to get them in position. Pull one of the armies up from one of the other places. Manpower's not going to be a problem ever. You want a naval person? Probably. I'd like to get the theorist, just start ticking up some stuff. But we don't really have one that we can... Guys, you are the best army. Our army in... And Army Finland. Fine. Straight to fine. Perfect. What was this research? This research was one of these things, wasn't it? Where are we? With 39. That means it's in a year. What are we producing that's outdated? The latest medium bomber. Well, we'll start upgrading those. Okay, the border conflict has fired. We actually outnumber them. Japanese defeat a Lake Khasan. Perfect. So they don't do another... Oh, they're preparing again. Effective border conflict is lost. Can get the stuff. If we win, we win. But we've won, haven't we? We'll leave them here for now, just in case. And then we'll change it if... I don't know quite if Road to 50 changed the event chain or not. You guys can go do that. Rule over the Mongols. And then we want to do the Karelian question, I think. And the way we'll solve that is the mech army. And go there. And push in that way. Actually, we want that to be a normal front line, don't we? See? Find all of you that. And we will probably bring up one of like the Baltic army or something just to help out over here. It's going to take a while for the other force to be existent. We'll grab the next level of fuel refining. So yeah, so we will... Baltic army. Mongolian army. Wherever you were. Where's the... Oh, those guys literally left that because they're in a thingy-do. One of these. meant to be in. Right, put all of you on there, other than like 4, which can go over. Rock and roll, ready to go. You can grab fighter baiting. Put both of those there so they can operate over the Great Steppe, where they can do priority and close air support. Oh, Mongolia actually has troops. I did not expect that. Oh, we lost transpolar flights because we did that, apparently. I don't quite know how... It didn't say anything about bypassing. Like, it had nothing on there that said it would bypass. Yeah, sure, we'll take the appointment. It's gonna take some time to, there goes Tanatuva. Onka, end turn, done. And prepare for Mongolia. Might as well just declare the war now, I would have thought. I'd be very surprised if these divisions... Oh, they're cavalry. Yeah, we'll just steamroll through them. Or not. Oh, was he, like, wandering through? Seems he was just passing by. You need a field marshal as well. Tukachevsky. Alright, let's launch the attack. And we want to do that on aggressive mode as well. Get it all done very quickly. Right, now we can start building military factories. Interspersed with civilian factories. That way will be the quickest build-up. Those can go there, you can do that, you can do that. Right, that should keep production happy for a little while. Mongolia will fall very quickly and give us a bunch of infantry equipment, which will solve a lot of our gun problems. And hopefully some other bits and pieces too. Go solve the Karelian question. Their war. Conquer. Tell the mech army to launch assault. Not even sure we need to micro them. And you over here can now do progress cult. Get another research bot going. Might need to micro them after all. Where's the blue bot? Army, there it is. Go. We will sign the treaty because it gives us a load of claims. Yeah, just drive for Helsinki, Tampere, and Turku. I think we'll probably puppet Finland. Okay. And them up north. Round Finland's capital. Perfect. You can go that way. Thank you for just walking out of Helsinki. You can ride to Utsima and then Vesa. Got a new research which can do... What can it do? is 1939, so we should get the guns. Launch the assault. Okay. Right, we can now grab the Grand Fleet proponent. Finland offers concessions. We get that, Finland gets revenge. No, we want all of you. I apologise, Finland. The Russian Empire must grow stronger and bigger and betterer. Especially because we also forgot to put air power over here as well, so we are just doing this sort of slow slog type way. Looks like they might get to Turku before we get to Vasa. On the flip side, they are now completely buggered. How's Mongolia going? Slowly. Surely you must be about to surrender, right? Like... Oh, you retook Tampere. Turkey, rather. There goes them. You can swing up that way and rescue that tank division that's going a bit balls. All these lakes make it very hard to... All of you hit Salah. Okay. Research can go on the other 1939 thing, anti-tank rifles, factories, tanks, artillery, port equipment, trucks. Like, we'll just sort of double all production. That seems fairly reasonable. We'll have a bigger industry soon anyway. There we go, we opened up that. Swing in that way. Surely you're about to surrender. How are you not about to surrender? We're going to have to walk for Lappy. Is there a truck nearby? Oh, there they go. Right, so we want to directly take our claims. And we want to take Åland as a naval base. And then we want to puppet the rest, I think. There we go. Finland, our glorious puppet. Plus we got some nice bits here. Their claims, that's fine. We also got Åland as a naval base, which I think is fairly reasonable. So the plan is to finish up Mongolia, which shouldn't be far away, I would have thought. Do they have any more VPs, or are we just literally going to have to walk through their country to get them to surrender? I think we're just going to have to walk through their country to get them to surrender. It's going to be quite painful, actually. They do have a lot of divisions. There goes that cavalry division. Eventually we'll win, I suppose. Though invading Mongolia, I can imagine, would take forever. Though that has given us a much closer airbase. Utilise, plus these guys. Which, while it will take them a while to get there, will provide some close air support. So, how far away are we now? Almost there. Progress cult, perfect. Low echelon support. You start doing something with boats, I think. 1939, what are we missing? We are missing the upgrades on engineering companies. Cut off that side of the country. I mean, we've captured all their factories, which is actually quite a lot, to be fair. Right, what gives us factories? That gives us mill factories. That gives us some other stuff, including a national spirit. Let's do that. Cut off these Mongolians over here. Going to be quite a long video, this one, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending upon your perspective. Everything else is going fairly fine. That's the Eastern Army, that's the Mech Army, that's the Caucasian lot, that's Army Group Romania. That's Army Finland, which is now... Well, it probably is still Army Finland, to be fair. Probably gonna sort of look like something like... Riverline? Up to Petsamo. Okay. Put them on there. Army Romania does need a general. Army Mech is going to go under a new army group. Army Caucasia is going to go under probably the same as the Eastern Army as well. Army Finland can therefore then go under Army Group West and also needs a general. Will do. You were the Finnish lot. You go join that. When they capitulated, they did give us some infantry equipment. I imagine Mongolia will give us even more, however. Yep, you go into there. You might as well do that. You might as well do that. And once these guys here are cut off, it will just make life so much easier. There we go. There we go. Actually do that. Almost there. There goes the cavalry. Right, guys, start advancing this way. Don't know what you're doing, but you should be doing that. Don't know what you're doing, but... Oh, there's their last VP. Didn't even see it. Hidden in that mountain. Would have saved some time if I knew that that was a thing. Instead, we've ended up fighting through the mountains. Try and get them to capitulate. They now walked into it. There they go. Not as much equipment as I would have liked. But Mongolia is now ours, and that means that the army can go back to looking after that border. Russian Empire goes stronger. And thank you, that is where we will leave this episode. I know it's been sort of double length, but it was the easiest way to get those wars out of the way, I think. So, thank you very much for watching. I've been that James guy. This has been the Russian Empire. If you liked this video, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, ring the bell. You'll see more. I upload videos at midday every day. And if you want to watch me do something live, I stream as well over at twitch.tv/thatjamesguy. Thank you, and have a good one. Bye.